Hi Bloomers, and welcome back to the channel. I am Azalea. Hi if you're new, and today we have
Jodysee.
Hi Jodysee.
Hi.
So you guys saw my last episode. I had Benjamin Franklin, aka Benton Benny, the IT geek, and we spoke about the infamous Jodysee. So now we have him here today. So let's get started. So guys, again, like I said, I have Jodysee here today. So Jodysee, you want to tell them a little about yourself so my bloomers can know who exactly you are, a part of the Three Musketeers.
Oh boy. I am Jodysee Ferguson. Please don't search me up. But if you do, search up under Foresight Media. I am the CEO of Foresight and currently working on or into project management. Things about me. Love my dog, Apollo, rest in peace. I hate y'all. Anyway, keep going. We can definitely cut that out, but
We're not.
We should.
We're not.
It's advised. But yeah, things about me, like sports, try to be active. Definitely heavy in the gym right now. That's therapy in its own.
Do you find that's good for your mental health?
It is definitely find myself, let's not say the D word.
Okay.
But definitely find myself first pushing through a lot of like personal battles in the gym.
Okay.
Anxiety.
Strength training sounds like.
Yeah, strength training and anxiety definitely go hand in hand in a sense.
Okay.
Find myself enjoying the pain more as opposed to being in my head, but that's a deeper conversation for another day.
Pleasure is pain, people.
Oh,
Pleasure
boy.
is pain.
But yeah, that's just a bit about me trying to develop myself a bit more.
Okay.
Get on that personal journey in depth to know where it is that I stand as a man or where I actually want to be in life.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, that's nice to hear. So for those of you who don't know, me and Jodysee did go to high school together as well. We were actually in the same year, the same class, same grade. Benton, on the other hand, like I said before, he was a year ahead of us. But some way, somehow, the three of us just ended up together. So, yes. So, Jodysee, I'm going to ask you a question first, and then, you could kill me with whatever questions you may have. You did just talk about like your mental health and strength training in the gym and preparing to be a better man. How do you know? Like, I've known you for years, right? But how we have not hung out in such a long time. This is like the first time we're actually having to sit down in a conversation, right? So I want to know, like, you now, as Jodysee now, do you feel like you're more mature now? Do you feel like you're more of a man now? Like, if you have like a partner right now, do you think like you'd be ready to make a next step? Or is it more like, let's hold on a little bit, I'm still trying to develop? Like, how's that now? Because like the last time all of us were together, I think we were still like kikiing about life. Like we was trying to take things serious, but life has been lifing.
Life has definitely been lifing.
I ready to wear a dress or wear y'all slapping up.
It can be your boy before. No, let me stop. Yeah, I would say that I have matured from where I was prior to now. This year has definitely been a year of development for me. The first, let's say, 2 quarters, well, the first half, we have definitely taken tremendous steps in regards to growth and personal development. A lot of it was more so internal, dealing with a lot of things and isolation and trying to just make a lot of things make sense in regards to my partner. I do have a partner. Love her to pieces. Would I say I'm ready for marriage? I am. And that's been something that I actually came to realize this year as well. Yeah, girl, we have a lot to talk about. But yeah, that's been something that I've been working on as well, trying to get my mental together and my spiritual as well. Just to position myself to actually be
ready
in a better position, to be a father, to be a husband, to be all of these things, I know that's deep. And considering the fact that the last time we still was trying to figure life out when we was having this conversation.
Yeah.
So there's a big jump from then to now.
It is, because I think the last time we like had a conversation, we were out for lunch.
Yeah.
We were out for lunch and all of us were like giving each other like updates about everything, and none of this what you just said was any of it. So I am happy to hear that. I'm very excited to hear like husband and daddy and
Don't cry.
big sister is proud of you.
Wow.
Big sister, big little sister is proud of you. Oh my gosh, I'm happy to hear that. I see that you now. Thank you. So Benton is here, guys. Benton, I don't know if you want to just walk around real quick just to say hi. He is here, everyone. He is here. He's our tissue guy today because it's hot. It's very humid. So I see you have a tattoo now. You want to tell us, you want to show everyone a tattoo because we can't see it from the camera. Oh, Lord.
Glistening.
Glistening.
Would they say cocoa butter? Don't do that. Please, Lord, don't let them do that.
So you know, I have Ecclesiastes 3:1 through 8.
That's so hard.
Yeah, it's seasons. It talks about the seasons of life. So Philippians 4:13. Which one is that? I think I know what it is, but
What is it?
I can't remember. But you know, go ahead.
Basically, what's the word? Not stereotypical. But I can do all things through Christ.
That strengthens me.
Yeah, and that's my way of looking at life now. In regards to rejection or just taking risks or anything along the lines of that, I realize that these are things that we kind of learn from.
Yeah.
Not everything that's put before us is meant to diminish us in any way or to like harm us.
But teach us.
Yeah, but teach us, and not every loss is a loss. Some losses are actually a lesson, and you just have to find the best in it. Change your perspective on how you look at things, and just know that through God and in Christ, all things are possible, and He will strengthen you throughout it. Yeah.
Come near to Him. Yeah. Come nigh to Thee. So. So what do you have for me today, Jodysee? Because I know you like to come with it, because if it ain't Benton with the life questions, it's you with the life questions. So what's up? What do you have for me today?
What do I have for you?
What do you have for me today? Do you want to know how life is going right now?
The general consensus of it, but more so in regards to your mental. Like, where have you been? How have things shifted? How have things gotten better? We won't speak on
the blood. So right now, this past week here, because I went to the salon yesterday, as you can see, fresh up. Right, I went to the salon, I got a little ponytail, you know, and it's funny that you asked me that, because while I was at the salon, she was like, "Oh, you're so quiet today," like, you know. Me and her always having conversations, we're always talking or whatever, and I told her, I said, this week alone has been emotional, and I told her, like, I feel burned out, I feel emotionally drained, mentally drained, I feel like I just need to officially like shut down. And that's why when I saw both of you come out, bike around the corner, I got emotional, because it's like, oh my God, this reminds me of like back then when I really started to go through some things, and like you guys would like come by the house and visit, and I would like break down and I would tell y'all some of the things that was going on. I was just like, listen, I just need my friends right now. But other than that, I've been okay. I'm not gonna say I'm sad, I'm not gonna say I'm the happiest person alive, but I'm okay. And I thank God for God and being God, because I feel like if I didn't put in my own work internally, you know, getting back into church, reading my Bible and stuff like that, I don't think I would be able to like sit here and do this, you know what I mean? So I'm okay. I am okay.
Yeah, that's the best place to be, is okay. I don't know, I feel like people who tend to, let's say, have it all together. People who are great, people who are good, people who are fantastic.
No. Nobody has it all together.
If you happen to have it together in that regard,
give us a cheat code.
Oh,
give us a cheat code. Let me know what it is, because it can't just be you catching flights.
Oh boy.
It's not just catching flights. I know that. I'm trying to catch a flight now, but I know it's not just catching. I know it's not catching flights and eating your favorite fruit. Like, give me the secret.
It has to be something.
Because you have people who say you could have all the money in the world, you could have the perfect partner, the perfect family, the dream car, and all this other stuff. And me and Benton spoke about this in our last episode, guys. I'll put the link in so you guys can watch the episode too. And we said, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you could have all those things and you're still not okay. Like, you're still not happy. You know, and I tell people that all the time. People think that when you're on this walk with Christ, when you are spiritual and you're this, people expect you to be perfect. They expect you to not be going through trials and tribulations. But my dear, let me tell y'all something again. And I always say, the closer you get to God, it does not get easier. You get more tests, you get more trials. I don't run away from the fact that I'm not perfect, because I am not. I have done things in my past that I am not proud of, but when you know better, you do better. I have done things that I wish I never did. Unfortunately, I do use swear words, and I did get good at not using it, and I kind of fell back. A part of it is because of an environment I'm constantly in, and when you're dealing with when you're dealing with certain people consistently,
you just gotta let it roll off the tongue.
It just has to come off. But other than that, I mean, I don't run from it. I'm not ashamed of it. Like, I just do my best, and I know my relationship with Christ. He knows the kind of child that he has. He knows the woman in Christ that he has. It is hot, but he knows the woman in Christ that he has. I told y'all the song was gonna come back out.
This idiot.
If y'all could see what Benton is doing right now, we could see his head. No, leave the camera. Focus.
Okay. But yeah, I like the initial just being okay. Like, I feel that deeply. Even when things ain't making no sense for the most part, like, you just have to be okay, especially us as men, not to make it like a thing in regards to like gender, but it's a lot of things that would be going on that you cannot or should not or would not even speak about.
Oh my God, and this is the thing. I feel like I just had this conversation with a friend of mine, and I told him, I said, I like to see men vulnerable. Now, I'm not talking about the I have to choose my words right now. I'm not talking about the ones who beep, 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 right, beep. But I like to see a man who is in tune with his feelings and who is a bit emotional. Like, he can express how he feel and like open up, because society does have it like men are not supposed to open up, men are not supposed to be emotional. And I think a part of that for me is because of my dad. Shout out to Daddy. Hi, Dad. Because Daddy, I've seen my dad cry lots of times growing up.
Your daddy real?
Yeah, like I remember when we were younger, I think my sister said we were having a function in the yard. We was having a party. This is before y'all died. And I think Daddy was in the truck and he was like emotional, and when Orca came inside, she said, yo, like Daddy is crying in the truck. And I said, why? And I think Orca had responded and said he misses his dad, because my grandfather died when I was a baby, so I don't remember him. And then when his best friend passed away, my dad was like a wreck, emotional, breaking down. Like, if my daddy's upset, he may not say anything. He may just be quiet, but you could tell. And I wonder if that's why I'm an emotional person. I wonder if it comes from my dad why I'm emotional. Like the sad part, like when I cry and stuff. I don't know. That's an interesting question. But like, how do you feel? Like, do you feel like, okay, you mentioned you have a partner. So are you like open with her and vulnerable? Like, has she seen you like, you know?
Yeah, she has.
How was that?
I try to be as open and vulnerable these days. I guess our entire relationship, I tried to be that.
It's intimate too.
It can be. But then there are moments in which you may just shut down, or you may feel the need to isolate, or you may feel scared, or you may not feel safe within yourself, that you just tend to climb up. So to go from, let's say, being so open, being so vulnerable, being so present, being so communicative to the point that you just shut down, that's a scary place to be for anyone.
It is, but you know what I'm always curious about? Why do men do that? I feel like men tend to like shut down. They don't say nothing. Like, I know I do it. Like, if I feel like it's just too much to handle, like, I just don't talk to nobody.
This way I can take over your podcast real quick. So it tends to get,
go ahead, love, go ahead.
At least for me personally, it gets a bit difficult. Trying to balance everything on my shoulders, knowing where I want to be, knowing who I want to be, knowing the people that I have to deal with, whether it be family or my partner or like people at work or whatever the case may be, knowing what it is that you want to do and struggling to get there or to be present for everyone. So it comes off initially as that pressure, but you have to be able to handle it. You have to process it to the point where you know that at the end of the day you can get through it. Now, a lot of people tend to give in the pressure. They tend to succumb, give up on certain things. I'm not interested no more, whatever the case may be. But it gets to the point that
if it comes too real.
But you have to, at least for me, and I think he kind of took it literal. I pray for broader shoulders to be able to handle the things that I'm dealing with. Not to say less on my plate or take certain things off of me, but put me in a position where I could actually handle this or accommodate this a bit more. I realize with everything and everyone I deal with, you have a very long rope when it comes to me. My patience is very, you got it. You got grace when it comes to me. But I try not to like overexert it to the point where I make myself look small. So it's like dealing with that, dealing with the pressure, dealing with everything, it becomes a lot. So I'd shut down. I'd get quiet, not losing focus of what it is that I actually have to do, but just be more so in my head, dealing with things emotionally and trying to just process. Trying to be in a better position where, okay, yeah, this is a tough day, but this can't be a tough week. You can't fall in a position where you allow this to be a tough week because you got a bounce back. If you allow, and we can go back to the earlier part of this year, I allowed a bad day to turn into a bad week, which ended up turning into a bad month for me. And that was a lot.
Sounds like it was traumatic.
Yeah, it kind of was. So.
It's your mic a little.
She dripping? Dropping? Something.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah, you just sweating.
I be in trying to signal to you, man. You're there wiping yourself up. Got me dripping in this. Look, dog swimming in this white.
Anyway, right? I am happy that you were open about that, because for the males that do watch my channel, I want y'all to know, like, it is okay. But what I have come to realize, for men especially, if you have a partner, now let me just say this now, because we ain't trying to ruin relationships, but for men especially, if you have a partner and you feel like she is not taking you seriously, because a lot of women can say they like an emotional partner until they actually see their partner emotional, because when rowdy come, they would throw stuff like that in your face, right? And I can speak from experience. There was once or twice where I dated someone or talked to someone and like they just hit a nerve. They struck a nerve. They struck that special nerve where it's caused me to twitch my eye. And you think of the foolishness that you've put up with like past exes, and I'm just like, you know what? I could throw this at you. I could throw this trauma at you. But then it's like, that's just gonna cause damage.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
Don't poke it.
And it's not saying that I wanted to do it to be petty, you know. But sometimes as a woman, like if you get in an argument with your partner, and women, we are very in tune with our emotions. We want them to feel some type of hurt that they just gave us. So what we tend to do, we can get really petty when we're ready. Because I feel like women can handle just a little bit more than men.
You think so? Like, okay.
When it comes to certain things, I think so. Me and Orca just had this conversation today. Like we were, Fuhad and James, shits and giggles. Anyway, it's a podcast with two guys. It's a podcast with two guys, right? I didn't want to say the name of that podcast out loud because it has the S word in it. But they were talking about like cheating, and they were talking about like, okay, when a woman cheats, she could ask you any question in the book, and she'll give you like let you tell the truth, and she could take it like a champ for the most part. But if a woman cheat on a man, the man is not gonna ask certain questions. He's not gonna want to know because it's gonna mess with him mentally. Like man can't handle like a woman could ask her man, okay, how was it in bed? Like, did y'all do this and did y'all do that? But then if a guy finds out his woman cheat, y'all like, I don't want it no more. I don't want the relationship, because what's going through your head, bro? She just come back home to me just from being with this guy. Like were they intimate? Were they not intimate? Did they kiss? Are they better than me? That's a serious thing. Yeah. That's why I say I feel like women sometimes can physical, no. But when it comes to like emotions, I feel like to some degree women can be just a bit stronger. I guess depending on what it is, or you don't agree. You look like a 50-50 right now.
Yeah, I actually am 50-50 because it could go either way.
I agree.
You could get a woman who can, let's say she have a man in a position where she knows she could, let's not say manipulate, but she can control him emotionally.
Manipulate. Manipulate.
There you have it, folks.
Manipulate.
Yeah, she could manipulate him emotionally. She can say certain things or react in certain ways, and then he'll conform. He'll come right there. Well, baby, I got you. I need you right here. I'd show up in whatever particular way just to ensure that you in a better position. But you have men out there who could literally shut down. Like, and that's the scary part for y'all. I feel like women hate that because
you don't know what you're thinking.
So if me as a man happen to, let's say you say something to piss me off, right? You got me going. This is a big argument here. You tell me about the time my dog died, and I am I am hurt. I am livid, because why is that something that you would bring up right now? And I could just shut down, right? Let's just say that's not one thing that actually like poked that button for me. Yeah. You don't know where I'm at.
And that's it there, because now for a woman, especially, she's like an overthinker, because I tend to overthink too, right? My thought process is, okay, is the relationship done? Is it over? Is he gonna message me? When is he gonna message me? If he messaged me, is he gonna come back and be like it's over, or is he trying to like calm down and cool off before he like come back and talk to me, because he don't want to tell me nothing out the way? And then I feel like that's how it is for guys. Like, y'all really shut down because y'all trying to calm yourself down.
For the most part.
Yeah.
You have people out there who simply just cool off you.
Yeah.
I'm pointing no fingers for you. But you have people who would like genuinely say, hey, I off that. We really got to talk no more. You have a great day, great life, and you leave that at that.
And that's scary when a guy does that too.
And then you have people out there who would genuinely just put up the fight. Not to say fight for something when it's just one-sided, but at the same time be able to speak through your emotions, be able to communicate and say, hey, I understand, like, this what we dealing with, this what we going through, this what we feeling right now, but letting you know right now this is what I felt, or this is how I feel in regards to this. And I get you have your feelings, but we just have to come to a common ground. Do you feel like you then come to a perspective or like a common ground and listen, at the end of the day, it's you and I against this problem? You try to do your best to do that, right? Yeah. Or do you still have moments where sometimes you like, because you're human at the end of the day, right? You are, because there are gonna be times where you're gonna feel like both of you are at odds, because it's gonna feel like, okay, it's you against me. It's crazy that we're having this conversation, because I had a conversation like this with someone the other day, literally, which is crazy, but yeah. Not dating anyone, people. My manager, my manager at work told me, say, you need to date someone older. I was like, okay, noted. Check manager, trying to put you on.
Mama Joe, she's like, yeah, man, you need, she's like, you need to, like, don't just no one in your bracket, like, you need someone older. I was like, so go for the uncles then.
No,
all right, go for the uncles.
But yeah, I tend to find myself in a position of.
That was smooth.
I tend to find myself in a position of understanding that it is or it would be me and my partner against basically anything. We have this thing now, that we say we weather any and every storm together. If, and this is a big if you feel like that person is actually the person for you, you have to come to the understanding that you have to go through things to actually get through things. And as cliche as that may sound, you have to go through the hard times to get to the better times. It won't always be easy. And I get for some people it might just be, you may find a person that you link up with perfectly and y'all don't have to go through no type tribulations, no type actual trials, and y'all can get married in a month or two and just be cool with that at the end of the day. But some situations you actually have to get through it. I say me and my partner are complete opposites, and that may be a part of the reason why we actually bump heads the way that we do, but at the end of the day,
y'all still work through it because y'all have been together a while.
Yeah, for a hot minute now.
Hot
minute now.
Yeah. But y'all have seemed to like go through, even if it meant like y'all like, okay, you know what, I go into my corner for a couple days, you go in your corner, but it's like y'all just can't get rid of each other.
No, Jed.
Like y'all just, like, I'm obsessed with you. Like, yeah, I'm mad at you, don't talk to me. But, like, I'm coming back to you, daddy. Like, like that's how it is. And I guess that's a good thing because, like, I was telling my girlfriend the other day, not literal girlfriend people, I mean like my friend who's a girlfriend.
Nah.
And you have to explain this to people now because these days, you know,
everybody is human.
Yes. But like I had said to her the other day, like in this day and time, you know what you have, but you don't know what you getting.
Exactly.
And what goes around comes around, like at the end of the day. So like, if you know you have a partner, yeah, y'all can go through it, y'all can go through the storm, but be careful what you do during that vulnerable state of relationships, like when y'all mad, when y'all at odds. Because that's when the devil is come. That's when the Jezebels is
poke out. Yeah,
they're seeking. One day, you know, one day. Soon, babe.
Right, Uncle, about to watch this video right now. Sliding in DMs for real.
You know, maybe Uncle will, and I'm nervous because whenever that day comes, I feel like y'all would be very strict this time go around. I feel like y'all just could be like, oh, Dad, we don't need you in the room. We can handle this. You don't even need to be here.
I feel like we had that approach once or twice.
Once.
Or twice.
Twice. Okay. I'm trying to remember, but
you remember one?
That's what I'm saying now. I only remember one. That's when we went to Twisted Limes. Yeah, that only was one approach. The other one, y'all thought that was someone who kept messing with me and y'all was ready to fight at my event. And y'all was like, that's him there, and y'all was ready to square up.
I sure that was two.
No, that wasn't two. That wasn't two. Y'all just thought that was. Y'all just thought.
You definitely were.
Anyway, the only time I think, so let me tell y'all, because I know it's like we're talking in codes right now. Okay, so anytime big baby sister ends up in a relationship and she feels like, okay, this could possibly be the one, as cliche as that may sound, I always tell them about the 3 most important men in my life. Take my daddy out. Take God out. Because God is number 1 and my father. There are 3. You hear about these 2, Jodysee and Benton, and then it's Tristan. Y'all haven't seen Tristan in a minute. My God. Anyway, I don't even know if he would come on this, but when it comes to relationships and stuff, and I feel like, yeah, like, I always tell my partner, listen, there are these 2 guys or 3 guys in particular that I'm very close with. I don't need y'all thinking that it's anything past that, because in today's society, having an opposite sex best friend, that's just like a no.
What the hell is that?
It's what is that? You're not allowed to have that. And even if you do, after a while, you have to distance yourself. It's like, for every time you and Benton got a relationship, I had to like
let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Don't something anymore.
Something,
whatever she said. But, and so yeah, like there were times, like the last relationship I had, like I was like, listen, I need you and I want you to meet these guys. And Jodysee and Benton are like, yeah, what's your intention? What are your plans? Are you serious about this? Because we know how Odette is. We know how she is. We know how she go. Very in tune with her emotions. She takes things seriously.
She is bite.
We won't tell them if that's literal or metaphorical. We'll just leave it as that. Why you giving them? You giving them a sign? Wow. So, how do you feel now? Because, like how you said, soon. Maybe he'll come soon. Like, what is that something you genuinely like want to see from me? Like, me like happy, like in like a real like from a male standpoint.
Okay,
because Benton already had his perspective on my life and goals he has for me in content creation. Now for you, it's like, because we're on the topic.
All right, before we even dive deeper into that question, can I ask you a personal question?
I'm scared, but go ahead.
Are you happy with yourself?
In what sense?
In every aspect right now, like in regards to your career, in regards to your personal life and your personal development, in regards to where you are spiritually, are you genuinely happy with yourself?
Yeah, because I came far in everything. I'm sorry to say that. Like, when I say that, I do add a lot of pressure to myself. This year, I just realized how much pressure I actually do put on myself. Mm-hmm. And when I say that, it's a problem because I'm a perfectionist. And even though that's a good thing, it's a bad thing. And it's a bad thing because it will stop me from doing certain things I know I should be doing, and then I don't do it because I'm like, this is not perfect. This is not how I want things to go, right? So, like, for example, in my career, I'm now in a field that I never thought that I would be in.
I think the sign through for all of us right now.
But honestly, I feel like I'm doing good at it now. This is just a prime example. Like this week, I was by myself in the department having to do the work. So I was already mentally preparing, like, okay, you have to have everything, like all your ducks lined up, all T's crossed, all I's dotted. And I was just like, damn, I'm proud of myself. Like I actually handled it. Spiritually, yes. Like I said, I am not, one thing I try to always do is never put someone over God. I've done that before, and God did show me, like, hey, you
get that person out of here.
Literally, right? Be careful with the bike wire. And so, you know, in that aspect, like I will pray for you. Y'all see that video how she was carrying on. This is just an example to get to the actual answer to the question. Like how she said, I want the mind of Christ.
You didn't even gotta finish it for real. We know. Right?
So, I want the dead to rise, and I want to pray for that. That's how I am now. I'm like that now. Like, mind of Christ. Really try to have it every day, even though it comes with testing and trials. And I know I need to get back higher in God, or be in that Proverbs 31 woman, right? But the body, we're gonna leave it there. Hallelujah. We're gonna mind the Christ in the body of a you know what. So happy in that aspect. I think the only thing that I still struggle with sometimes is that little part of me that still has a bit of insecurity. And I think that comes from childhood. I think it still comes down to me still needing to accept that, like, hey, Azalea, you are good enough. And if a person can't see that, that's too bad. It's just that when things go bad, it's like, where did I go wrong? Was I not good enough? Is this something that I said? Is this something that I did? To the point where I know I was talking to someone about it, and she literally said, you did nothing wrong. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you.
And this way you edit in the Chinese guy saying, emotional
damage! And so, you know, I think that's one thing I'm still trying to work on that I'm not happy about with myself, like learning to understand. But then I try to give myself grace, because when you have gone through certain relationships and you see what they put you through and how abruptly it ended and stuff like that, it does mess. It messes with you mentally, and it has messed with me mentally when it comes to relationships. Like my last relationship, the way it ended, it was like, yeah, okay, right, okay. And a couple weeks later, oh, you just was saying that just to say that. It's okay, the mosquitoes are gonna come. You're gonna see people slapping up.
Chocolate. Sorry.
But other than that, yeah, I am actually happy with myself and how far I've come, to be honest with you. I am.
Paperboy. Yeah, so I can go ahead and answer now. It wouldn't just be a for you thing. I want happiness for all of us.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that you would find your happiness within a marriage.
You're not gonna find your happiness in no other person. Be happy with yourself first.
Yeah, so that's why I asked you that. But
yeah.
I would love for you to be happily married with kids and a dog who I see supposed to pop up in the camera right now.
She too wild for today, man.
But with obviously a family of your own, with things making sense, getting bigger and more popular, more notoriety in regards to your content creation, people actually know the name, the brand logo of Azalea.
Filming with Azalea. Yeah.
But yeah, I that's something I want for all of us, to actually be able to go out there and branch off for ourselves. Yeah. Have branches of our own in regards to our family tree. Legacy must continue, has to continue, and I'd rather have that within the confinements of a stable home or stable family, as opposed to popping seeds everywhere for them to grow.
Yeah, Jesus, yeah. And I'm sorry to like bring this up. I'm gonna try be kind of confidential with this, but one thing I will be happy about, like despite like the situation like with my parents, I'm like happy everything like was in the house. Like the seeds were stayed in the house.
Okay. Okay.
Because you know, like when you know,
I
was trying to like speak in code. Because like in today's society, like, you know, it sucks, like, and I think this is where my fear comes in with relationships, because like a couple years ago, my parents, you know, they decided, you know, like, hey, we both want to be happy and let's part ways, right? And so when you see that as a grown adult woman, and I can say this now, it does put a fear for me. I can't speak for anyone else, but for me, it puts a fear. Because it's like to be with someone for so many years and then that's it. Like, that's scary, because you know, you have people who say now, like, oh, marriage is just a contractual thing. Men and women look at marriage differently. One is in it because they genuinely like want to be in it. The other person just looking at it as, yeah, I just have this forever. I just have a forever person. Like I could, you know. So it's scary. It's scary. Yeah. I remember an older friend of mine, much older man, and one day me and him were having the conversation, and I asked him, and I said, you know, I tend to ask this to a lot of male friends or whatever, and I said, you know, when it comes to like marriage relationships, the person you're with now, is that someone that you settled for because that's who you were now at the point that you were ready for marriage, so this is who you settled for? Or is this the person you ever wanted to be with? The responses amazed me for every person I probably asked that to. Some said yes, off the bat, this was the person. Some said, I was ready for marriage. So, and I mean, she's a good person. I love them. So and then others were just like, if I could go back, I wish I would have waited a little longer.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It is.
It's scary. Because no, I don't think any woman wants to be settled for.
So,
if that makes sense.
No, it does.
So, this sounds like a part 2. Do we want to do a part 2?
We could run a part 2.
We could run a part 2. So, guys, we're going to run a part 2, and it's going to come out next week. We're not going to change or anything. We're just going to pause the camera. We're going to edit this, and then we're going to just do the part 2.
So see you in
part 2. I'm Blooming with Azalea. You can follow me on social media at Blooming with Azalea, bloomingwithazalea.com. Jodysee, are there any social media handles that you wanna?
Only thing we putting out there for right now is Foresight Media. So you can hit me up at FSM Foresight Media on Instagram and Facebook.
The links will be in the description. So make sure to look at the links below. So we'll see you guys in part 2. Bye. Keep